mobiriot.
Hey everybody, it's Jake from mobiriot.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing a billiards application called Pool Rebel. If you're a billiards fan and you'd like to have a good pool game on your iPhone, this is definitely one you want to take a look at. It's been ported over from other platforms and is a real winner. Let's take a look at Pool Rebel. As you can see, the startup screen isn't anything too crazy. You've got a quick game here where you can play the computer best 101, 8-ball, or anything like that. A new game, load a save game. Cool feature, you've got player stats and tutorial. We've decided the tutorial is probably the best way to just go ahead and show you the basics of the game for a short video review. Teach you different ways to play the game. Now when you get a break or your opponent scratches and you get ball in hand, you can just move the ball like this. It's simple and self-explanatory. Now aiming, which is obviously the most important aspect of a billiards game, is done in a couple different ways. You can tap on the cue and move the actual cue stick here. You can tap left and right on these arrows and adjust it in that way. Or you can hold this little G button down here, if you can see my finger. And if you do that, you can aim by moving the iPhone using the iPhone's accelerometer. I can never say that word. Hold on. So let's get this baby about ready to go. Now how hard you hit the cue ball is determined by this meter over here. So let's get it a little more juice. And then let's fix our aim just a little bit here. Oops, wrong button. And you can see we're going to go ahead and hit the 8-ball right into the hole with that aim. Now you can also control your spin by adding backspin or topspin. It's a really cool way to do it. If I had to make a billiards game, I'd have no idea how to even approach something like this. But they've really put in a lot of time and effort, and it's pretty cool how you can control all aspects of hitting your cue ball like in the real world. So you tap the cue ball up here, and then you can see in the middle, it's going to show where the cue hits the actual cue ball. So if you want to add some backspin, you just hit the ball kind of down towards the bottom here. Let's see. I want to move it until I'm going to hit that red ball. There we go. Now, let's see. If you want to increase the cue inclination, they've even thought of a way to do that. That's the angle you hold your cue, your stick, as you stand at the table. This button up here on the upper right, as you can see, you can hold it at different angles by moving it up or down, and the angle actually determines where it's going to hit the ball. Now, just like real billiards, you have to call your pocket or nominate the ball. To nominate the ball, you click the nominate button down here at the bottom. Then it's red. Then you tap on the ball that you want to choose. You can nominate that 8-ball, and then you want to hit nominate again to exit that. Now, and then you can nominate your pocket. So we're going to go with the black ball in the corner pocket. Just hit nominate that pocket, and then nominate again. Let's nominate this pocket. And that's how you call your shot, in other words. Let me see. It wants to go ahead and let's do a trial run here. Let's use our G-aim to turn the phone and put this 8-ball in a corner pocket. I prefer this. Go as slow as we can. So now we've got the 8-ball in the corner pocket, and as you can see, there's a little shoot button down here. Let's hit it a little bit harder, put some oomph on it. Looks like we've got a straightaway shot, and we'll hit the shoot button. And you get a nice little round of applause, and they go, ooh, if you scratch too, which is pretty good. Let's see. This is expert mode. Put the 8-ball into the bottom left pocket. Click on the shoot button once and start aiming and press again. So as you can see, you can control all aspects of the game, from the angle up here that your stick is at the table, to where you hit the cue ball, to how hard you hit the cue ball. You can aim several different ways. It's a really, really solid billiards game that we like a lot. One of the only things I've found that kind of annoy me a little bit, and I haven't played it much, I think I need to get used to it, is it can be a little bit tricky to aim, but they do give you like invisible lines that go and give you kind of pointers where the ball's going to go, which makes it more fun and easier to play. Also, if you have fat fingers like me, some of the buttons down at the bottom are right on the table, so you got to be careful if you're nominating a hole. I found I'm trying to nominate the bottom right corner pocket, and I hit shoot, and I'm just trying to nominate the hole. So you have to be careful. You can't just kind of fly around hitting buttons, just like real billiards. Pool Rebel is available in the App Store right now. It's a really, really strong game. The controls take a little bit of getting used to, but there's different games you can play versus the computer. See, if you go in to start a game, let's see here, you can select your game type. Player versus computer, player versus player. You can play 8 ball UK, 9 ball, 14-1, 1 pocket. And you can do best of 1, 3, 5, 7, whatever. And you can change the tablecloth to tournament, club green, dark green, even a red tablecloth, dark red. It's kind of cool. Charcoal tablecloth, camel, khaki, mahogany, teal. It's just pretty neat. You can check out the game rules for whatever game you've chosen to make sure that you know what the rules are for the game, so the computer doesn't beat you around the table. And if you go ahead and hit continue, you even can choose have your aim assist on and off. I highly suggest having it at default. Then you can enter your name. I've got mobiriot in here. I misspelled it a little bit, but you can put in your own name and go novice or expert mode. I've been using novice. And then right before you start the game, you can choose how hard the computer is going to be. The default is 3 stars, and I had a lot of fun playing him on that. First time I ever played, he beat me. I won the first one, he won the second 2. But basically, that's Pool Rebel, and it does have a save feature. If somebody calls you, you can go back, or you can save it and load a game at any time. So you can play it for a few minutes and don't have to be afraid of losing your progress. And that's a nice, thoughtful feature to have to a game like this. We find it's very addicting. If you like billiards, you like pool, this game is the real deal. And we give it an 8 out of 10, just because the controls can be a little tricky for us fat finger guys, but probably should be a 9. We're gonna label it up there, up at the top with an 8. Again, the game is called Pool Rebel, and we highly recommend it. Grab it in the App Store now.
We riot.